Dynamic stretching is not just a trend, it's a game changer in the world of athletics. If average is all you seek in your sport, feel free to pass on this video. However, if greatness is in your future, stay tuned. Dynamic stretching is not just about flexing and extending your random muscles. It's about fluidly moving your body parts through their full range of motion, preparing your muscles and joints for the intense physical activity that lies ahead for your individual sport. Imagine a rubber band. If you stretch it abruptly, it's likely to snap. But if you gradually warm it up, it can expand much further. That's the power of dynamic stretching. It's about getting the most out of your body, about pushing your boundaries and reaching new heights. So whether you're a sprinter aiming to shave off that extra second on the track, or a basketball player looking to elevate your jump, dynamic stretching is your key to unlocking your full athletic potential. If you're not incorporating dynamic stretching into your routine, you're probably missing out on a major piece of the athletic puzzle. Dynamic stretching is not just movement, it's a calculated strategy to boost your performance. It's a game changer that can take you from being a good athlete to a great one. So let's break it down. First, let's go over the benefits. Dynamic stretching increases core temperature, muscle temperature, elongates the muscles, stimulates the nervous system, and helps decrease the chance of injury. It's like priming your body to be the best it can be before you even start your main workout or sport. Next, it's essential to know when to do dynamic stretching. The ideal time is before any physical activity, be it a workout session, a game, or even a brisk walk. Think of it as a warm-up routine to get your muscles ready for action. However, it's not just for pre-workout. Incorporating dynamic stretches post-workout can help cool down the body gradually and reduce muscle stiffness. Now, the art of dynamic stretching. It's all about controlled, smooth, and deliberate muscle movements. You're not just stretching, you're moving the body part that you intend to work out in the same fashion. The goal is to simulate a movement from your sport. For example, if you're a soccer player doing a leg swing, you're not just swinging your leg back and forth, you're moving it in a controlled manner, focusing on the stretch and contraction of your muscles to mimic kicking a soccer ball. Remember, it's quality over quantity. It's better to do 5 well-executed dynamic stretches than 20 poorly done. One thing to remember is that dynamic stretching is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It should be tailored to meet your individual needs and the requirements of the sport or activity you're about to undertake. For a sprinter, it might be high knees or butt kicks, while a football player might focus on lateral lunges or torso twists. Dynamic stretching is indeed dynamic. It's an active, engaging, and beneficial practice that should be an integral part of any athlete's warm-up routine. It preps your body, boosts your performance, and helps reduce the risk of injury. With dynamic stretching, you're not just warming up your body, you're preparing and conditioning it for peak performance in the practice ahead. Although both dynamic and static stretching are crucial, they are not created equal. Unfortunately, most of you are probably stretching wrong. Let's dive into what sets both of these types of stretching apart. Dynamic stretching is all about movement. Imagine a ballet dancer gracefully extending her leg in a controlled swing. That's dynamic stretching, or picture a sprinter doing high knees before a race. Again, dynamic stretching. It's active, it's controlled, it's movement-based. Unlike static stretching where you hold a stretch for a period of time, dynamic stretching involves performing specific controlled movements that gradually increase your reach and speed. One of the key differences between dynamic and static stretching lies in their purpose. Dynamic stretching is like a rehearsal for your body. It prepares your muscles for the actions they will perform during your workout or sporting activity. It's sport-specific and warms up your body by mimicking the movements you'll be doing in your workout or game. It's like giving your body a sneak peek of what's to come, allowing it to prepare and get ready. On the other hand, we have static stretching. This is the type of stretching you're probably most familiar with. Think touching your toes and holding the stretch. Static stretching is typically done after a workout to help cool down the body. It helps to lengthen and loosen the muscles that you've just worked, aiding in recovery and reducing muscle soreness. So, while dynamic stretching is all about warming up and preparing the body for movement, static stretching is more about cooling down and recovery after the action has taken place. It's important to note that both types of stretching have their place in a well-rounded fitness routine. They each offer unique benefits and serve different purposes. However, when it comes to preparing your body for a workout or a game, dynamic stretching is your go-to. It's about action, movement, and preparation. Dynamic stretching is more about preparing your body for the action, while static stretching is about cooling down. So the next time you gear up for a workout, remember to incorporate dynamic stretches to get your body primed and ready for action. We now understand that dynamic stretching is sport-specific, but let's take a look at the top 5 dynamic stretches every athlete should incorporate into their routine. Our first stretch is the lunge. This is a full-body stretch that particularly targets your hip flexors, quads, and glutes. To perform this stretch, step forward into a lunge position and twist your upper body towards the side of your front leg. This stretch is fantastic for sports that require twisting movements or a strong core, such as golf, tennis, or baseball. Next up, we have the high kicks. Also known as the Frankenstein walk, this stretch targets your hamstrings. To do it, keep your legs straight and kick one foot up to meet your hand, alternating as you move. This is a great stretch for runners as it can help to prevent hamstring strains. Our third dynamic stretch is the arm circles. This is a simple but effective stretch for your shoulders, arms, and upper back. Extend your arms out to the sides and perform large, slow circles in both directions. This stretch is vital for sports that require strong and flexible upper body, like swimming or basketball. The hip circles comes in at number 4. This stretch targets your hips, back, and core. Stand with your hands on your hips, feet shoulder width apart, and make large circles with your hips in both directions. This is a great stretch for athletes who need hip mobility and stability, such as gymnasts or martial artists. These athletes utilize fast action motion from their hips and upper leg muscles. Finally, we have the butt kicks. This dynamic stretch is great for your quads and hip flexors. Move forward slowly, kicking your heel up towards your glutes. This stretch is fantastic for sports that require fast footwork or strong legs like soccer or rugby. These 5 dynamic stretches are a powerful way to improve your athletic performance. They increase your range of motion, improve your coordination, boost your blood circulation, and warm up your muscles, preparing them for the intensity of your workout or game. But remember, the key to dynamic stretching is to keep your movements controlled and smooth. Don't rush through them. Take your time to ensure you're doing each stretch correctly. Quality always trumps quantity in dynamic stretching. Also, listen to your body. If a stretch feels uncomfortable or painful, ease up. Stretching should never cause pain. And always make sure you're properly hydrated and have done a general warm-up before you start your dynamic stretching routine. So there you have it. The top 5 dynamic stretches every athlete should incorporate into their routine. These stretches are essential for any sport. They provide the flexibility, power, and mobility you need to excel. Remember, these stretches are not just exercises, they are tools to unlock your athletic potential. Dynamic stretching is not exclusive. It's a universal key to athletic prowess across all sports. This isn't a one-size-fits-all routine meant for one specific discipline. It's a versatile tool that can be adapted to meet the needs of various sports with different demands and intensities. Take soccer, for example. The sport requires agility, speed, and endurance. Dynamic stretching prepares the body for the quick, explosive movements of a soccer match, improving your reaction time and reducing your risk of injury. It's not just about limbering up. It's about getting your body ready for the exact movements you'll be making on the field. Or consider gymnastics, an activity that demands flexibility and balance. Dynamic stretching helps gymnasts to improve their range of motion and increase their flexibility, which is crucial for executing complex maneuvers and routines. It's a way of fine-tuning their bodies for the specific demands of their sport. But what about sports like running or swimming? These activities might seem straightforward, but they are repetitive and can put a lot of strain on certain muscle groups. Dynamic stretching comes in handy here as well. It helps to prepare these muscle groups for the repetitive motions, reducing the risk of overuse injuries and improving overall performance. And for weightlifters, dynamic stretching is equally beneficial. It helps to increase blood flow to the muscles, boosting the oxygen supply and preparing them for the intense lifting ahead. It's about more than just getting loose. It's about preparing your body for the specific demands of your sport. Dynamic stretching is not just a warm-up routine, it's a strategy. It's a way to prepare your body for the unique demands of your sport improving your performance and reducing your risk of injury. It's about understanding your body and how to optimize it for your chosen sport. So no matter what your sport is, dynamic stretching should be a non-negotiable part of your routine. It's a universal key to athletic prowess, beneficial for all sports, adaptable to different needs, and a surefire way to take your performance to the next level.